All right, just wrapped up a really savage leg workout. Used a lot of different variations this morning. Felt really good. Very pleased with the leg workout. And you'll see that workout right after I do this quick little video of a spin-off of a discussion that I had or a rant that I had last week when I talked about the difference between the old school and the new school. And of course, I'm going to bring our friend Sam back into the picture. And as I said last week, this is not a hate video. This is not about clickbait and hate and let's destroy Sam. It is not anything like that. Overall, I have respect for what Sam is doing. I truly believe he respects the iron and has created a quite the following over the last little bit. So you can't knock that. But in that, I do want to use Sam as an example of my discussion last week of the real difference, the true difference, the facts that are there about the difference between the old school and the new school. And Sam Sulek is a perfect example of how evolution, how we've evolved in training, kind of where the generation is at now, and he is the icon and face of the training world, so to speak, for the younger generation. So he's a perfect example to use to really kind of not justify, but give you a sense and or a more literal look at the points that I made last week about the old school and the new school. And if you remember that, the two main points I did talk about, and a third point about social media, but the two main points that I made were, number one, the old school represents free weights, the new school represents the overuse of machines, and number two, the old school, and when it comes to PED use, utilizes PEDs secondary to the training. Training cycles, training splits come first, then PED use, because we can't exclude the fact that the old school and performance enhancement, PEDs have been around forever, and they're just a part of the lifestyle to some degree for some of those out there. So we can't discount that. As for the new school, when it comes to the PED use, we're seeing a lot more performance enhancement drugs being used as a priority over the training, meaning they put more into their drug protocol than they do into their training protocol. And so we're seeing this major shift, right? So those are facts. You can't dispute that. That is what's happening, right? So I wanted to kind of break down some of Sam's training to kind of give you that literal look of how the training has changed and the true difference between the old school and the new school. And again, like I said, Sam is a perfect spitting image example of the new school, right? So we're going to break down a few videos and we're going to take a look at, and I'm going to utilize his chest workouts over the last couple weeks and months. Definitely several workouts. Both, remember this as we go through this, both of the videos are going to be presented both post-injury, he did have an injury that he reported, and pre-injury. So we're going to take a look at those chest workouts. I think chest, out of all movements, right, chest is like the main, like the focus, right? Of course, everywhere's the focus, but chest is a great way to emphasize this example that I'm going to present to you today. So without further ado, let's jump into this.
But all I want to do is, incline bench, chest press, and probably some cable work, and they've got it.
So here is the most recent chest workout by Sam Sulek. It was posted about 7 days ago and has almost 700,000 views. Right off the bat, setting the tone for the conversation with all he wants to do is incline bench, a pressing machine, and cables. Right off the bat, we're not even 3 minutes into the video, and again, the emphasis, the mindset is already more than 50% machines and cables in a 3-exercise workout. Okay? So there again, without even going into any conversation, is my point right off the bat. Okay? And I know he has many chest videos, and I'm not isolating this just to one, or I'm not taking, clips to make this sound any worse than it is. The reality is that this is the most recent one, and we're 3 minutes into the clip, and we're already setting ourselves up for a mindset that is not old school right off the bat. Okay, and remember, we're not necessarily talking about Sam. Yes, he becomes the face of this conversation, but at the same time, we're talking about the new school, the new generation in general as we go through this. So again, right off the bat, we're already started the new school style. So here we have the first workout, which is an incline barbell bench press, which are literally probably 99, I would say almost 100% of the start of his workouts is an incline barbell movement. Not all free weight. Majority of them are in a Smith machine. So we have the barbell free weight movement first. And again, remember, he just said before the workout what he was going to do. So I anticipate we will not see any dumbbells and or any other free weights used throughout this whole workout. So the next workout is on, I mean, look at this machine. And again, this is not to make fun of or knock this. This is just the reality. These are facts, right? These are facts. So right off the bat, we finished up a barbell free weight movement and we've moved right into machines. Now, old school would be a barbell movement. Let me go most traditional, right? Let's go very basic, foundation, most traditional chest split for old school, right? You start, maybe you start on an incline barbell, but I would say majority of the old school way would be the good old fashioned bench press, right? Flat bench, barbell bench press, right? You start there, you move over into an incline press, another free weight, barbell. Then you would jump into your dumbbells, right? So now you have a flat bench dumbbell press, an incline dumbbell press. Then you would probably jump into some form of fly, right? So now you have your incline dumbbell fly, your decline fly, you have your flat bench fly. So you moved into some kind of fly, right? So of the workout, right off the bat, you have a full entire split, 5 exercises, right? Flat bench, incline dumbbell, flat bench dumbbell, and flies right off the bat. And there's many others, of course, right? We can get into, single arm incline dumbbell press, single arm flat bench dumbbell press. We can get into, again, decline bench press. I mean, there's so many different variations you can jump into when it comes to free weights. And even if there wasn't, let's say there wasn't, let's just limit it to a very, very short few of movements. How in the world do you consider yourself completing a chest workout? Now I'm thinking old school, right? BG crew, we're old school, right? How in the world can you even process and be okay with not doing a dumbbell movement? All right, let's say you even hit the flat bench barbell, the incline barbell. I can't fathom not utilizing some form of dumbbells for chest. When it comes to chest, I couldn't even think of that. Now that's my old school mentality, and I know a lot of you out there are gonna probably blow up on this and agree, right? I couldn't even fathom that. And we're gonna see throughout the various chest workouts, and I'm gonna go back. I also want to take note that there was he did report some kind of chest injury, and we're post that right now. So even if you weren't to look back and you were just to look forward, you could possibly, you can't, but I'm going to give a possibility that you argue, well, he's staying away from the free weights because of the injury. You could automatically go there, but the reality is I go post injury, okay? So I go chest workouts way beyond, way before the injury, and there is not one dumbbell. I did find one video. It's I think a month or more ago, before the holidays, one video where he picks up a dumbbell and does some strange kind of like decline underneath the chest movement. It's weird. I get what he's doing, but it's weird. But what I'm saying is that is the only dumbbell he picks up throughout this whole process. And please, again, I'm going to keep reminding you guys, these are facts. This is not hating on the generation. This is not hating on the new school. These are clear facts of what has changed, right? So does not pick up one dumbbell. So we're through, the first part of the workout. He did the barbell incline, and now we're on a chest press machine. We are going to finish the workout, it looks like here, with some cables. So here's another cable variation, and it looks like he does one last cable variation. Or it's the same thing, I'm not sure. Either way, it's cables, right? So cables. So 3 exercises, and then, let's see, and then he's gonna go do that pump thing, right? So this was the chest workout, the most recent one. So let's back up and let's run into another chest workout. So here we are starting another chest video, and we're on incline, barbell, free weight again to start the lift. And then the next exercise is a hammer strength. Now I just want to make a point here. The hammer strength, if you were to choose between the hammer strength and some kind of other like pulley machine pressing, chest press machine, the hammer strength would definitely be my pick over some other pulley mechanism chest press machine. But nonetheless, hammer strength is a machine. It's not a free weight. So here we are on our second movement of this chest day, and we are using a hammer strength machine. And now we're into cables. So 3 exercises. The majority of them, or the majority of the lift, have been not free weights. Only one free weight movement, which was the barbell incline. We jump into a pec deck, another machine. Cables. And then we're going to check the pump. So again, we're in 2 workouts, chest workouts, not one dumbbell picked up, not one flat bench barbell done, and incline. I give them the benefit of the doubt. There were both started with incline free weight barbell press. Jump into another chest day here, and we're starting the workout with cables. So no free weights for this workout. This is great. Right, so cables. Hammer strength. You gotta love seeing, look at him go, right? You got hammer strength, cables, and then we're checking the pump. Okay, so let's move into, again, remember this is post-injury, so again, remember what I said about the probability that maybe you could say, well, he's injured, so he's not going to use free weights. So we have another start to a chest workout with cables. It looks like he supersetted. He did do the pec deck, and then he looks like he's supersetting with a chest press machine. And then we have cables. And then we're gonna check the pump.
Let's see how we're looking after just.
So I'm gonna jump into, and again, I've seen these chest videos. I watch them. They're all pretty much the same. There's Smith machine barbell, Smith machine incline, and free weight barbell incline. Outside of that, there is no free weights. So I'm gonna jump into, here was his chest day where he was injured. Okay, all right. This was posted 4 weeks ago, but probably over a month ago. And let's jump into a chest day before he was injured. So we're starting out with incline barbell, which is, okay, free weight, cables.
The skill, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to someone who hasn't done this for a while, but even if I'm totally failed, I can still kind of just use my body, like kind of rotate my torso to bump the weight up this one notch.
He's talking about a Smith machine. Now, I would never.
Best practice, get a spotter.
I would never consider a best practice or a
throw the shit around.
And again, I don't mean this again. I'm not hating, but I would, old school mentality, I would never consider a best practice or a philosophy when approaching a Smith machine. It's there, and the reason for that is that's the whole point of a Smith machine, is so you don't have to think about it. The movement's there for you. The only thing you have to think about is your grip, so that it works right when you roll it back. So you're not in so you have to kind of start in an awkward grip, and then you push it up and you roll it so it sits good in your palm. Other than that, there's no best practice. It's a Smith machine. They're made not to have a best practice. They're made for it's not old school. It's made to do the work kind of for you. So again, going into a Smith machine on this chest workout, and then we have a pec deck. And he's going to check the... Oh, no, he did a cable movement. All right, and then he's going to check the pump. So pay attention to this.
Incline Smith, incline bench, incline dumbbells, incline hammer strength press. Of course, I love incline, so I'm going to recommend if we do incline. But, I did flat for a pretty long time, too. Don't think that I don't like flat bench. I'm just saying. Incline is probably where you're going to see the most substantial gains, purely due to the fact that, your upper chest, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but just lifters in general, upper chest is typically a bit of a weak point. And not because it's like a...
So again, setting the mindset already to... I don't want to put too many words into this, but I don't get it. That makes no sense. No sense. Not to the old school lifting mind. He likes flat bench but never does it. He mentions incline dumbbells, never does them, and sticks with his philosophy around the benefits of an incline bench press, which is either a Smith machine or a barbell. So again, this is the mindset that has kind of really captured the attention of the younger in the new school, in the new generation. I wouldn't even, in my mindset, would ever come up with a justification of why not to do flat bench. There is no justification. Why is there no justification around that? Very simply, that you can do them both. It's so simple that there's not even a philosophical answer to that. He's creating one for a way to, again, this is how the new school's thinking. And to be honest, if I really want to stretch far in this and kind of get a little philosophical, I guess, in my eyes, he's subconsciously setting himself up to do less in the gym. And then we can talk about PEDs and how he's got the physique. Don't get me wrong, he's got an unbelievable physique for his age. But the mindset is new school. The mindset of thinking and literally creating some rationale, something that you actually believe, to why you don't do flat bench, to why you mention doing incline dumbbell, but you don't pick up dumbbells. I went through the videos. I have yet to see him use a dumbbell for chest. Other than that, there's a movement in here. I don't know if it's this one or not. But again, I'm starting to get a little off track. But this is the mindset of the new school. So we're gonna just jump into this workout, and we have incline barbell,
good set,
hammer strength machine, pec deck, and then cables, and then he checks the pump. So it goes on and on and on like this. Again, well before the holidays. It's the same thing throughout this whole thing. So the last video we're going to talk about, and I'll kind of wrap things up here, is here we are again with incline barbell. Remember, this is before the injury. First exercise, cables, pec deck, more cables, and then we check the pump. So we just went through several weeks, both post and pre-injury, and nothing changes. I would even say and debate the fact that even post-injury to not use free weights would be a detriment to the recovery. I think you should jump right back into free weights. But that's not the point here. The point is regardless of the injury, the process, the thinking, the mindset of the new school is what this is right here and what we see today. Has a huge carryover in how the younger generation and the new school is approaching life. And here's a perfect example of how that is the facts. I mean, here is the proof right here, right? So we just ran through all of this, and this is what's happening. This is what is being put out there. The issue that I see in this when we talk about old school and new school, the issue here is that the new school and the large following is seeing this, and they are without performance enhancement drug. I mean, just the list goes on and on. What they're seeing is going to not do well for them in the gym. And I don't mean that in a negative way. The reality and the facts are that this is what people see. This is how they vision training. This is their goal. This is their role model, their icon. And there is this training method is physically, yes, done well for Sam, and I don't know what his drug protocol, I don't know any of that. Genetics play a role, yes, but the reality is, let's talk about the mindset, getting your feet wet, really getting yourself into training has to start with the old school philosophy. You gotta use free weights. And I use chest for example. I went through, obviously, video, and it is just so many machines. The dumbbells are almost non-existent. As far as, yes, legs, I think he does back squats on an elevated, he elevates for back squats. Other than that, 90% of it is leg curls and leg extensions. All back machines, same with the hammer strength used for back. Very little bent over barbell rows. I mean, the rows in general are almost non-existent in a lot of his workouts. Majority is cable work. And other machines. So the list goes on and on and on and on. And this is what we're seeing for the new generation, what we're seeing for the new school. And it does not represent. And how does this all tie back? This is about Blood and Guts 2.0. This is about bringing back that old school hardcore mentality, bringing back that old school hardcore training that really brings and builds true character. You cannot tell me right now, right here, that a cable fly is going to build the same character that a flat bench will build. You can't tell me that. You can't. A hammer strength machine is not going to build the same character and mentality like a set of 140 dumbbells on flat bench dumbbell press. It's not going to. You're not going to. You're not going to create that scarring mind, that just that drive. It's not the same. Instinctively you aren't firing all of your instincts. You're not. Your fight or flight system, your adrenaline, your central nervous system is not firing when you train like this. It's not firing like when you train like this. And that has a huge carryover in how we approach life. Building confidence, taking risk, dealing with things that are less safe, dealing with a higher risk of the unknown, right? So apply those to real life. That's what free weights do for you. That's how you apply using free weights in real life. Is you take risk. You're willing to put yourself under the bar. You're willing to not have the machine or the cable or the Smith machine do the work for you. You have to do the work, right? Same philosophies you need to carry out in life. So I just broke this down. I'm sorry this was a little bit longer than I wanted it to go. It's just something I wanted to kind of point out. But with that, check out this leg workout because it's absolutely amazing. It was absolutely killer, so check this out. Last one. That's it. One more. Come on. Ten more. Four. Finish. Come on! This one! Let's go! This is what we do! This is what we do! Let's go! Oh my god! X! Nine, 10, 12. Come on, 8 more. 8 more. Everything, let's go. Don't quit. 8 more. Last one. Let's go.
Last one. Yes. Two. Let's go, finish this thing. Last one. Come on. Come on. Last one. Yep. Yep. Oh. Come on. Yep. Yep. Oh. Six, 7, 8, 9, finish. These are the ones. These are the workouts that separate us from everybody else. Right here. Unbelievable. Literally unreal. Let's go.